Welcome everybody. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the Nextool Mini Sailor Scissors Edition. Starting off, this is a very budget multi-tool, coming in at under $20, at least where I bought it. And these are some dang good little scissors here. I mean, they cut through stuff like it's not even there. Paper towels, Kleenexes. Let's see, got some twine here. Great scissors. One of the best that I've seen on a multi-tool in a while. And comparing them to the standard Leatherman scissors, they're actually just a shy bit longer too. They got just a little bit more depth. Not much, but they got just a little bit more depth than the standard Leatherman scissors, which is nice. And also kind of a downside, but just like the Leatherman, they don't open up all the way. I kind of wish that they would open farther. So there's that to kind of deal with. Like maybe you could grind that little piece down or pop it out. I'm not quite sure. There's a tiny little stop pin just under the scissors there. But I mean, this is great. Why am I bringing this up? Well, because of the current rave of the EDC community right now, the Olight P1. These are basically the same multi-tool. The only difference right off the bat is this. Let's close these up real quick here. Both are budget. This one's about $20. This one's under $20. I mean, that's a really good deal when you think about it. First big difference is those two tools there. Second difference comes in here. Very different in some aspects, very similar in others. The other tools are pretty much identical. The only difference being the Olight flathead driver is that, and the flathead driver here has a little bit of a bottle opener to it, and both look fine. I actually like both. I don't really know which one I want to go with just yet. I've been carrying both tools individually to see which one I like better. I'm going to do a more full-on review of these two in another video, but right now we're just focusing on this tool, the Nextool Mini Sailor Scissors Edition. They do have a plier version. I got the scissor version because I have pliers on this already. So you open it up, you got these nice big scissors, very good in hand, lovely. You have a sheep's foot blade here on the knife, very nice. They open up, there's like next to no blade wiggle or blade play. They're all slip joints, so both of these multi-tools are UK friendly. That's something to consider. You guys across the pond could maybe love this. The file is not the best file I've ever seen, but it sure does not suck. This thing is actually a decent little file, and it's also a flathead driver. I doubt they hardened this too hard, where that when you bend it just a little bit, it, like when you're twisting on a screw, that it snaps. I have a feeling this will hold up pretty well as a screwdriver. We'll find out one day down the road. Next up, you have these quote-unquote pliers. They're not great pliers by any stretch of the imagination, but they're more like a glorified tweezer, and as such, I do actually kind of like them. As a tweezer, they work pretty good. And they're tiny too. Like you're not gonna get a nut off with anything like this. But you know, it's smaller than your fingers. It can get into a tighter place than what your fingers can to grab something. You know, it'll have its uses. It'll be handy. Up next, we have two dedicated screwdrivers here. We have a one-dimensional Phillips, a flathead, possibly a two-dimensional Phillips, the way they got things angled. Not sure on that just yet. Bottle opener, SIM card removal tool, and lanyard ring. Very, very impressive little setup here. And considering that Leatherman has pretty much just discontinued their Squirt series, I think is what it's called, the little mini multi-tool. about yay big. No, this is the style multi-tool, which I think is being discontinued because it's out of stock everywhere, which kind of sucks. I have the CS here, and I really wanted to get my hands on a PS, but I don't want to pay the collector's prices on eBay. So if I find one, I find one. If I don't, I don't. We'll just have to go with it. So with Leatherman pretty much discontinuing its Squirt series, you need a replacement. And so that's where these two tools come in. I know I keep bringing this back, but these two are going to be your next pocketable options. And I don't like pocket carrying a lot of stuff, but I actually enjoyed pocket carrying both of these tools. I actually like these big scissors. They cut good. They're easy to open. They're solid. These are high quality little tools for the price, which is surprising. Given that they're not like brand names like Victorinox, Leatherman, But I do wish that they had an edge file on this. That's kind of a sad point, but you do have a 1-angle file and a crosshatch file, and like I said, a flathead driver at the end. You have the large Warncliffe sheep's foot knife. I say sheep's foot. Looks to be flat ground, maybe slightly hollow ground, judging from how the light reflects. Very sharp too. Like, they come out, quality control between the two tools, at least so far, has been pretty good. I haven't noticed any major discrepancies or things to complain about. The pliers, kind of a joke. I agree. They're not great at a lot, but like I said, smaller than your fingers, stronger than your fingers. They'll serve their purpose. Every tool's got to have a cap lifter on it. And this one's actually kind of, the stock on these tools is pretty thick for the size of the tool, which is amazing. And the slip joint lockup here is phenomenal. Like that, when that clicks open, that clicks open. This is almost Swiss Army knife quality slip joint. The Phillips, I'll vouch, has worked wonderfully. I've had no issues with that. This is just a pleasure to carry. That's something I don't say about everything I have, but there's some stuff I have that has actually just been an outright pleasure to carry, and this has been one of them. So if you're considering possibly getting yourself a Nextool mini sailor, pliers, or scissors, I'd recommend it. I mean, around the $20 mark, you really can't beat it. This is really good for the money. The quality you get is astounding. Like, you're paying like a $60, $70 multi-tool, for this. Leatherman's small tools anymore, like these suckers, are running $40 to $70 when they are in stock. And considering some of them have just gone out of stock, well, it's not looking great for Leatherman, and you need to have a backup, if not a full-on replacement. And this, I think, makes for a good full-on replacement. I like this tool. I'm going to be keeping this tool a lot. And I will admit that there's one thing about this tool that one reason why I got this is because of this. This one, I want this to be my main mini multi-tool carry. But I am not going to be using this hardly ever. So that's the reason why I bought this, is I want to swap the file here. That's the knife. I want to swap the file with that and carry this all the time, because I do like having the small needle nose pliers. These are a little bit beefier than these pliers right here. Get a little bit deeper reach, wire cutters on them. Not great wire cutters, but they're not bad. I just want to have this as my carry. But I hate that stupid little double can opener multi-tool thingy on it. And so, like I said, when Leatherman's multi-tools are coming in $40+ for one tool, spend the same amount of money, get two tools, and then you can kind of swap parts out that you like. So in my next video, I'm going to be comparing these two directly side by side and trying to swap the parts out. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you found it informational. Hope it helps you build your EDC to your standards. And until the next time, a farewell, carry well, and a bye-bye.